There we have Nikolay Valuev coming up next against James Gaines. Get comfortable, come on back. You're going to see somebody over 7 foot against James Gaines. If you have never seen Nikolay Valuev, you are in for a surprise. There we're looking at James Gaines. Now he's 6'6", 313 pounds, and he is a shrimp in this fight. Looks like he's 6'6" high and maybe wide. Now he's 6'6". Remember this now. 6'6", 313 pounds. He's awaiting the entrance of Valuev. Maybe I should just let the cat out of the bag. He's only 7'2". He's only 325 pounds. That means he has a 6-inch height advantage. He has a 12-pound weight advantage. As we see him coming into the ring, he has an 8-inch reach advantage, 84 to 76. James Gaines from Knoxville, Tennessee. Valuev from Moscow in Russia. Now Prince Nassim Hamed tends to leapfrog over the top rope. Let's see if maybe he'll try something different. Okay. Just steps over the top ring. Believe it or not, he was an amateur discus thrower. Someone said, why don't you become a boxer? He said, I don't want any amateur fights, and he started fighting as a pro. Undefeated in 15 fights, 13 by KO. Gaines 15-4, 12 KOs. Valuev 24, Gaines 26, as we await the instructions and the introductions. This should be a very interesting fight. Most guys have problems fighting guys who are bigger. Now, you're 6'6", and you have to look up to somebody who's 7'2". This should be an interesting contest just on size alone to see if you can shorten the distance to get inside someone who's 7'2".
Ladies and gentlemen, heavyweight division, 6 rounds. Referee Eddie Cotton introducing in the blue corner, wearing the black trunks, weighing at 142 kilograms. His professional record, 15 wins, 4 losses, 12 knockouts. Тяжелый вес 6 раундов. Боксер в синем углу 142 килограмма, 15 побед, 4 поражения, 12 побед нокаутом. From Knoxville, Tennessee, introducing James Gaines. And his opponent across the ring in the red corner, wearing the black trunks, winning at 148 kilograms. His professional record is 15 wins, no losses, 13 knockouts. В красном углу боксер весом 148 килограмм, 15 побед, нет поражений, 13 побед нокаутом. From St. Petersburg, Russia, introducing Nikolay Valuev.
All right, boxers, you enjoyed the rules. Obey my commands. Let's touch gloves. Have a good, clean fight. Go.
James Gaines goes by the nickname of Stocky, and that he is. But he is the smaller man in the ring tonight against Nikolay Valuev. 7'2", 325. Let's see if he's shacked in boxing gloves as round 1 starts. (7'2" against 6'6". Right off the bat, Gaines has to figure, how do I get inside and try and work the body? Valuev with a good right hand, starting to open up already. With an 8-inch reach advantage, he should use it. Throw that left jab. That's a standard punch in boxing. When you have that kind of a reach advantage, you stand outside all night long, but Valuev trying to throw that right hand also. Valuev going to the head, and I think he should try the body just once or twice to see if Stocky Gaines is in shape. Evander Holyfield was supposed to fight Henry Akinwande, and he said he had a little problems fighting a guy who was 6'6". Here's the guy. That's another 6 inches on top of that. Gaines coming forward. Should move his head a little bit. Don't let Valuev get into a rhythm with that left jab. Valuev throwing right hands right from the shoulder, straight down the middle. Gaines keeping his hands up. Slowly trying to close the distance, but staying on the outside right now. Minute to go here in round number 1. Valuev right now, straight up boxer. Throws the left jab, tries to bring the right down the middle. His punches are right off the shoulder. Gaines seems to have closed the distance just a little bit, but it hasn't really landed anything yet. This should be Gaines' fight right there. Got inside, really didn't capitalize on it. Valuev throws his left jab, bends over a little bit. He should try and just use that height, stand up and just snap it. Gaines still coming forward as we await the bell here in the first round.
The cards we carry.
313 pounds against a growing 313 pounds against a growing young man in Nikolay Valuev in on the left, black trunks with the white circle on it. Valuev is only 7'2", 325 pounds, and he doesn't look it. Valuev been throwing the left jab since the first round, using his footwork a little bit. Gaines coming forward, hasn't really worked the body. Seems like he's shortened that distance. Had a couple opportunities to get inside and really hasn't opened up. That's his chance. Following the Russian giant around the ring, that's not a good offensive strategy. You got to try and put some pressure on him. Work his body. Valuev was throwing a stronger left jab in the first round, his first left to Gaines' body. Now he's kind of pawing with that left jab instead of slapping it out. You might have heard Gaines' corner yelling out he's tired. Gaines coming forward, not behind anything though, just walking forward. There's a right hand by Gaines. His first decent punch. Good left by Gaines. Even though he's walking slowly and coming forward, he's the aggressor right now, making Valuev back up. A minute to go here in round number 2. Gaines starting to work the body and the head coming forward. Leaves his hands up by his head and just keeps coming forward. With Valuev's height, he should be throwing that left jab right down the middle. .30 seconds to go here in round number 2. Tony Page with you. Glad you could join us watching this fight. Just would like to see Gaines pick it up a little bit as Valuev starts to pick it up with an uppercut. Ten seconds to go to the bell for the end of round 2. Not a bad round for James Gaines. He's listening to his corner. Not too tired. Gaines was coming forward, trying to time Valuev's punches. Nice left. Started with the right, almost to the ear of Valuev. Came with the left hook. Nice little sequence by Gaines. We begin round 3. James Gaines, black fighter, 6'6", 313 pounds. The Russian, Valuev, 7'2", 325. Surprised the NBA hasn't invited him to camp. Former amateur discus thrower. Gaines was effective when he gets inside. Got fast hands when he gets inside because his man's right in front of him. Doesn't have fast feet, but neither does Valuev, as he just tries to use his legs to get out of danger, throw his left jab, and then walk away from it. Gaines has to keep coming forward, but he has to throw punches in the process. Gaines works the body where Valuev is not. He should be throwing left hooks to Gaines' body. Gaines coming forward and trying to throw that right. Good left hook by Gaines. Another right by Gaines coming forward. Seems like Gaines has forsaken the left jab just to walk in. Gets inside the 84-inch reach of Valuev and then starts pounding the body. Tries to bring that left hook to the head. Turns the right hand over also. Gaines still coming forward. Gaines should try and lean on Valuev a little bit. How often does a 325-pound fighter get leaned on by a 333-pound fighter? A 313-pound fighter, I should say. Less than a minute to go. Round number 3 from the Moscow Circus in Moscow. Gaines gets inside and seems to step up his offense. Now he's starting to throw punches while he comes forward. Too bad Gaines doesn't run after him, because when he gets Valuev against the ropes, he's very effective. Ten seconds to go to the bell for the end of round number 3. Scheduled 6-round heavyweight contest. Gaines continues to come forward. Not a bad round for him. He's lets his hands loose when he gets inside. There we see the main event. That's Courage Shabalala from South Africa. He'll be fighting Russian Oleg Miskayev. Shabalala, the big puncher. Crossroads fight for him. He gets past Miskayev. He's back in the heavyweight picture. Comes out real fast. Throws a lot of punches. Looks very, very determined. Take a look at Nikolay Valuev.
А так его держи на жестких встречных ударах. И ни в коем разе не давай себя его прибить. Понял? Соберись, Никита.
Very quiet corner. They don't yell and scream. Just get the point across, which is what you should do. You yell and scream. Sometimes the fighter doesn't hear it, doesn't pay any attention. There's the bell for round number 4. Scheduled 6-rounder in the heavyweight division. I think you can figure that one out. Valuev trying to throw that left jab, but he's pawing with it instead of throwing it as a hard jab. He's using it as a rangefinder, little jabs, trying to bring the right hand over. But he has to start fighting as he's going backwards because James Gaines is coming forward. Gaines keeping his hands up, starting to come down a little bit as he walks forward. Valuev starting to open up. Rights and lefts right now. Gaines has to step it up. Most action from Valuev. He's been throwing punches. Again, he should try a left hook to the body. He tried a couple of jabs to the body, but let's see a power shot. Gaines, on the other hand, when he gets inside, he just throws punches from all angles. There's a good left to the body by Valuev, and another one. Nice 1-2 by Valuev. As he pushes back 313-pound Gaines. Gaines should be busy right here. There's a nice left, partially blocked. Nice uppercut by Gaines. Gaines trying to smother the Russian by getting inside, taking away his punching power, and working the body. Gaines' hands are starting to come down. Earlier in the fight, he kept them right up to the side of his head as he walked forward. Didn't throw any punches, just walked forward to try and shorten the distance. Gaines starting to come on with some body shots again. Good shots by Gaines. Valuev starting to throw punches also. Good shot by Valuev. Here comes Gaines, though. Less than 40 seconds here in round number 4. Gaines throwing a bunch of punches now. A couple of them landed, a couple of them missed. But he's throwing punches now. 20 seconds to go in round number 4. Most action by Gaines in the whole fight. Seems like he stepped it up now. Maybe he senses the Russian is tired. 10 seconds to go till the bell, which will end round 4. Tony Page joining you. Hope you're enjoying the action. There we see James Stocky Gaines. I got him ahead after 4 rounds, 39-37. He's been coming on. See Gaines working that uppercut. Had the big man leaning, stepped back through a right uppercut. He's continued to throw punches even when he's in the corner. Valuev had the advantage, step back. Again with that uppercut by Gaines. Right on the button, has his man leaning over, so he's leaning into the punch. As we start round 5, scheduled 6-rounder in the heavyweight division. Gaines trying to cut the ring off on a 7'2", 325 fighter. 325-pound fighter as Valuev starts to open up a little bit. Gaines had a nice flurry at the end of the last round. Let's see if he can continue it. He was very effective. Threw a lot of punches. Very good with the uppercut. Had Valuev leaning on him, then tried the uppercut. Valuev has learned something here. He's keeping his elbows tucked in so it can't come up the middle. The uppercut, that is. Nice shot by Valuev. Gaines should be changing his offense, throwing lefts to the body, try to go around the elbows. Triple left by Gaines. Not a lot of power, but he's throwing punches. That could impress the judges. Less than 2 minutes. Round number 5. Gaines continues to throw that uppercut. Valuev going backwards from Gaines' pressure. Referee Eddie Cotton calls a time. A little tape off the right hand of Valuev has come loose. Have to tape that down because you know in boxing if you don't tape it down and you throw a punch and misses, that piece of tape could flick into the opponent's eye. We don't want to have that. Cotton does a good job. It's also a nice little break for Valuev. as Gaines has been coming forward, throwing punches, been very effective with the right uppercut. Valuev trying to throw that right hand down the middle. Gaines keeping his hands up. Gaines getting hit from the outside. He's got to get inside and close that distance. Valuev should push him off and then try and use that left jab. No clinching, more wrestling on each other right now, leaning on each other. Less than a minute to go in round 5. Gaines continues to come forward, throwing punches. Very effective in the last round with that right uppercut. Nice right hand by Valuev. Gaines looks like he's a little wobbly. Down he goes. Good flurry by Valuev. Gaines gets up pretty quick. I didn't think he was going to get up right away. Seems to be all right. Takes the count from Eddie Cotton. 30 seconds to go in round 5. Scheduled 6-rounder. Let's see if Valuev can finish him off. Gaines not clinching, so he might not be that hurt. But it could be an old veteran's trick. Still coming forward. Gaines takes another good shot. The tape comes off again on Valuev's right hand. 5 seconds to go to the end of round number 5. Gaines seems like he's dodged a bullet here at the Moscow Circus. Nice round by Valuev. Last round, flurry of punches, dropped Gaines. Gaines was doing pretty well in the fight. Seemed like he just lost his concentration. There you take a look at the 7-2 Valuev, breathing a little heavy, but he expended some energy in that last round. Corner seemed a little more excited about it. Here's Valuev. Right hand started to do the damage, then the left, and he just kept throwing punches. Short right on the button. Another right. The right hand on the temple, that did the damage. Started Gaines on his way down. The shot almost the back, not to the side of the head that caught him, right there. Gaines looks a little wobbly. Here comes the other right hand. Down goes Gaines. Only knockdown in the fight. Last round, round 6. I have the fight even going into the 6th and final round. 2-point round for Valuev. 10-8 round because he dropped Gaines. Gaines doesn't seem to be too hurt. He's coming forward. Still throwing punches. Gaines coming forward, still trying to throw punches. Hasn't had a chance to use the right uppercut in a couple of rounds. But then again, Valuev has stayed away from him. Valuev throws an awkward right hand. Needs to go back to just using the jab to set up the straight right. Seems like Valuev has a second wind. He seems a little more active. 2 minutes to go here in the final round. Gaines seems to be a little tired right now. There he tries to wing a left hook. Still throwing punches. Maybe he's trying to lull the Russian to sleep. Figure out this guy's had it. He's not going to do anything. Gaines lets his man get close and then starts winging punches again. Both fighters look a little tired, but Valuev is throwing punches. Gaines needs to just keep throwing punches. Let them all go if he wants to win this fight. Same thing with the Russian. Keep throwing the punches. It's basically a one-round fight right now. Nice right hand by Valuev. Gaines trying to throw punches. Less than a minute in round 6. Valuev not using his distance. He's leaning on Gaines, trying to fight on the inside. That's where he did the damage in the last round, and here he comes again. Gaines continues to work the body. Valuev surprises me. I thought he'd stay outside, just use the left, trying to fight inside. But he dropped Gaines in the last round with an inside flurry. He was right on top of Gaines instead of using his reach. Less than 20 here in the final round. Crowd starts chanting. I don't think they're chanting for Gaines. Less than 10. Both fighters going at it. There's the bell for this final round, 6-round heavyweight contest. I think you might have to give that last round to Valuev, 10-9, which means he would win the fight by a point. Only knockdown in the fight was round 5. Gaines was right in front of Valuev. Right hand started the damage, and a right to the side of the head had him wobbly, and down he went. But he got up pretty quickly and went right back to work. Gaines looks a little disappointed. Maybe he realized that knockdown might have swung the fight away from him. And we see Gaines coming forward, throwing punches as he usually, what he tried to do the last couple of rounds, came forward throwing punches. Beginning of the fight, he just came forward, didn't do anything. When Gaines did get inside, he tried to work the body. Not many clinches in this fight. Both guys just went at it. They leaned on each other a little bit, but when you're both over 300 pounds, why not? Nice short inside right by Valuev. As we await the winner of this fight from the Moscow Circus in Russia.
Уважаемые дамы и господа, победу одержал, ladies and gentlemen, winner by unanimous decision, Nikolay Valuev. The winner, Nikolay Valuev, St. Petersburg, Russia.
There you have it. Nikolay Valuev, the winner. Unanimous decision over James Gaines. Only knockdown in the fight was in the 5th round, where Gaines went down from a flurry of punches. There goes the big man, stepping over the top rope just like he came into the fight. There's our main event coming up. That's Oleg Meskhaev. He takes on